Hey guys, today I have another mat Pilates for you. This class is going to be about 60 minutes and we're going to use this red THERABand today. So if you have something like this at home, grab it. If you don't, that is absolutely fine. I always say you can use a belt or a scarf, but those tend to get a little tricky for certain moves. So for this class today, if you don't have a red THERABand, I want you to grab either a light pair of weights, water bottle, soup can, something with a little weight behind it, or just go with nothing at all, okay? Because all of these moves can be done without the red THERABand, all right? We're gonna work for long length today, and we're gonna fight this resistance of this little band, all right? So 60 minutes, you're with me. Let's get sweaty. All right, you're gonna stand right on your mat, and that red THERABand is gonna come underneath the balls of your feet, okay? So you want it pretty equal in length, all right? You're gonna step right on that band, and you want the ball of your foot, so that padding right below your toes, connected to the center of that band. All right, now from here, I've got a tail of the red band in both hands. I'm gonna think about that belly button drawing up and in. My feet are underneath my hips. I'm gonna take that band all the way up and overhead. Okay, so you're gonna feel that resistance already. Good, yeah, Teresa, just with those dumbbells, or those weights, that you wanna feel the same thing, lengthening from the center. We're gonna exhale as we nod our chin to our chest, and we're gonna round down towards the floor. That band is gonna lose its tension, okay, and you're rolling all the way down to your full range of motion. From here, we're gonna take a nice big inhale breath, and we're gonna bend those elbows as we roll back up, recommitting to length out of that red band. Good, exhale, same thing, nod the chin, round the spine. We're rolling all the way down to the floor as we draw that belly button up and in. The red band loses all its tension, and then we inhale and we roll all the way back up, stretching that red band back up and overhead, lengthening from the center. Good, exhale, round it down. All the way down, this is our last one. Rolling that spine, you want to feel that tailbone heavy. And then at the bottom range of motion, you're going to inhale, roll through the spine, and recommit to that length and lift through the red band. Good, and then bring that band all the way down. So just a little lengthening lift. Okay, we're going to come down to the floor now. So that band is going to come around your back. Okay, so we're going to be moving the band around a little bit to get started, but then it's going to stay in one place. All right, so it's going to come around your back. You want it just below your shoulder blades, okay? Once you've got that, I've got both tails in my hand. I'm going to come down to the floor. All right, so now I'm in a 4-point kneel. I've got my wrists under my shoulders, my knees are under my hips, and my ankles are nice and long and flat. From here, I'm going to breathe into the red band, okay? So the idea is you want your ribs to expand outward, okay? So it's a big inhale, inhale. Try to expand that rib towards the sides of the room. And then as you exhale, you're going to blow all that air out, and those ribs are going to come back to start. Inhale. Try to separate the red band with your back, okay? So you want those ribs to go out towards the sides of the room. Breathing into that rib cage. Exhale all that air back out. Make sure your shoulders are not up by your ears. Keep those shoulders down. Draw that belly button up and in. Inhale into that red band. Exhale all that air out. So that's a little core activation. We're now going to turn our toes under. So my toes just tucked under. And from here, still looking at the floor, you're going to inhale into that red band, and we're going to lift those knees 1 inch off the floor and hold. Hold it right there. So we're still breathing into our ribs. Okay, you're trying to expand the red band. Exhale, take that air out. Now, if you don't have the red band, Teresa, same exact movement. You're breathing into those ribs, so just feel that rib cage expand. Those knees are 1 inch off the floor. We're here for 8. Good. Lots of breath into that mid-back for 7. Last 6. You've got 5. Don't let those knees set down. Last 4. You've got 3. Don't go anywhere. Last 2. From here, you're going to step your right foot out to a plank, and your left leg is gonna follow. Okay, so now we're in a nice long plank. We are still breathing into the red band. Inhale. Exhale all that air out. Think about your elbows. Are they locked out? Try to soften them just a little bit. Those biceps, let's spiral the biceps forward so that we get into our back. Okay, I don't want you to let those shoulder blades take over. Good, draw that belly button up and in. Think about your palms pressing back towards your feet. Your whole body should start to shake. You're here for 8. Last 7. You've got 6. Last 5. We're here for 4. Last 3. 2. And set those knees down nice and soft, you guys. All right, that core should be on now. Okay, so now it's activated and it's ready to go. Let's take that red band, and now we're going to kneel on it. Okay, actually I'm kneeling on the wrong side. You want to hold the red band with your left hand. Okay, so I'm kneeling on one tail, both kneecaps underneath my hips, and my left hand only has the red band. My right hand's going to come to my hip. Okay, now from here I've got lots of tension. So I've got a big long tail of that red band hanging out, okay? My elbows bent, 90-90 bend, okay? And we're gonna take that left arm, drawing the belly button up and in. We're gonna lift that left arm up and overhead, and we're gonna find a nice side bend. Lengthening, lengthening and curling to the right. Exhale back to center, bring the red band down. Good. Inhale, lift that left arm up. Bicep is just in front of your ear, and then you're gonna side bend, keeping lots of length on that right side, so you're lengthening and curling. And then we exhale back to start. Bring the red band down. Good. Bring that left arm up and overhead. Inhale as you arc up and over with lots of length. Good. It's not a crunch, it's a length and curl. And bring it all the way back. Arm down. Let's go 4 more. Bring it all the way up and over. Inhale, lengthen out of that waistline, lifting up and out. Ribs lift up and out of the waist. Good, and all the way down. Good, last 3. Lift it up and over, inhale. Good. And you can adjust the tension on that red band. If you feel like it's too loose, too tight, adjust your grip. Okay, inhale, up and over. Good, bring it all the way back to start. Good, this is our last one. We're gonna go inhale, up and over. Bicep is in front of the ear. We're lengthening as we curl to the right. Bring it all the way back to start. Good, and bring that arm all the way down. Now those arms are gonna come out into a T. Okay, so the left hand still has that red band. We're gonna spiral and rotate to the right on an inhale. Exhale all the way back to center. Good. Inhale, rotate and twist. Exhale, back to center. So the key here is to not let your hips move. My hip bones stay shining forward. Okay, my waist up. The rotation is happening at the waist. That inhale happens on your twist. Good, so my shoulders don't get up to my ears when I inhale, right? Because we learned how to breathe. We breathe into the ribs, okay? So my shoulders stay down, I inhale, I give space between my vertebrae and my spine, and I twist from that waistline. Good, inhale, rotate. You should feel that left arm too about now, holding that red band. Good, let's go 4 more. Core is nice and tight. If that booty is gripping, try to relax your booty. Think about those inner thighs lifting up and into your pelvic floor. So think about those inner thighs squeezing together. Even though they're not together, you want to try to squeeze them together. Good. Last 2. Good, you guys. Last 1. Exhale, back to center. Good. Now we're going to take those arms down. My right hand is going to take that red band. So my left hand's going to come to my hip. Okay? Now my right palm is facing my left thigh. It's facing my body. I'm going to take that right elbow up and unfold it out like I'm drawing a sword. Good. I'm going to fold the elbow and put the sword back in the sheath. Good, draw that elbow up. Take the arm up and out. Good, and fold and bring it back down. Good, so this whole time, I'm drawing that belly button up and in. Okay, I'm not letting the core just relax here. This is not an arm exercise. Okay, all this movement drives from the powerhouse right at the center of the body. Good. Good, inhale up. Exhale as you unfold. Good. Good, so it is a two-part movement, but I want you to make it as fluid as possible. All right, we got 6 more right here. Good, we're going to be going into a 4-point kneel again. Excellent, you guys. Good, keep drawing that pelvic floor up and in. Last 5. Good, try to keep the front of the wrist as long as possible. Last 4. Excellent. Good. Last 3. Good. You have 2 more. Good. And last 1. We're going into it now. Draw that elbow up, shoulder height, all the way we unfold. Fold it all the way back down and put that sword back in its sheath. Good. Take that red band now. We're going to come into a 4-point kneel, but that red band is going to come around your left foot. Okay, so just around your left foot. The tails, both tails, are going to come right in the middle of my body, and I'm going to grab them with my right hand. So my left foot and my right hand. Okay, and now I'm going to be in a 4-point kneel. All right, so I'm going to stay right here. Same exact movement as we were before. Wrists under shoulders, knees under your hips, 4 inches apart. Okay, so they're right underneath those hip bones. From here, we're going to draw that belly button up and in, and my right hand is going to lengthen up and out, and I'm going to bring it all the way back in. Don't set the hand down. My elbow is bent. I'm shooting that arm forward, and then I'm bringing it back. Good. I'm shooting it forward, and then I'm bending the elbow to bring it back. I'll give you a front view as well so you guys can see. My left foot has that band, and I'm taking that red band forward, and then I'm taking the elbow back close to my waist. Okay, now my toes are turned under so that that red band doesn't slip off my foot. Okay, so make sure your toes are tucked under there, holding that red band on that foot. Good, we got 6 more on the arm, just the arm. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to bring it back. Last 5. Think about that long length. So the eyes are on the floor. So we've got the back of the neck nice and long. Last 4. Good, you've got 3. Keep drawing that belly button up and in. Last 2. Shoulders are square to the floor. Last 1. Good, fold the elbow in. Now set that right hand on the floor one more time. You're holding the red band down with that right hand. Now my left foot is going to go out. So same thing. We're going to take that knee up and off the floor, and we're going to send that left heel back and bend the knee, bring it in. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, bend it in. So every time I send that leg out and back, the heel reaches the same height as my hip. Okay, I want you to keep both hip bones square to the floor. So we don't want to twist. Okay, we want to keep that nice long length. Every time I bend my knee back under the body, it stops under my hip. But I don't set it down. Okay, it's a little hover right over the floor. Inhale to send it out. Exhale to bring it back. We got 6 more. Good, you guys. Keep those elbows soft. We don't want to lock them out. Last 5. You know what's coming next, right? Both arm and leg. Last 4. Good, you've got 3. Nice and slow. Last 2. Fully open up the back of that knee. Good, last 1. All right, on the next one, you're going to set that knee back down to reset. Make sure that that right hand has a good hold on that red band. From here, we're going to bend that right elbow so the right hand is off the floor. And now I'm going to take that left leg out and my right arm bend them back in. Don't touch down. Inhale, take it out. Exhale, bring it back. So this is where it starts to get shaky. Okay, I want you to keep that belly button pulled up and in because we want to keep a nice flat back. Okay, we don't want to round the spine on this one. Good, eyes are on the floor. Both leg and arm move together. Resist the recoil of that band. If you've got your weight, your arm's got that weight, it's just as intense. Good. Last 6. Good, you've got 5. Good, it should be shaky on that recoil. Last 4. Woo. Last 3. We're going to be holding it out there. Last 2. On your next one, guys, it's a lengthen and hold. From here, my arm and my leg are going to pulse up, up. It's a little pulse. But what I want you to think more than about pulsing up is about how much longer can you reach those fingers away from those toes. How much longer can you make the body before you pulse up? For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and fold it all the way in, guys. So good. Okay, come down onto your side, your right side. Okay, we're going to come down onto our right side with our right forearm down. My foot is going to keep that red band. Okay? Now, Teresa, this will be just as aggressive without the band. The band's not too much. It's more of a help here than anything else. So, you're going to lengthen both legs out so that you're right on top of that right hip. Okay? Your right elbow is underneath your right shoulder. You're going to bend that bottom leg, which is my right leg, so that knee bends forward. Okay? My left foot is out, and my ankle is the same height as my hip. My left hand takes both tails of the red band, and I'm going to take that red band, and I'm going to reach it up and overhead on an inhale. Exhale, bend the elbow back to the waist. Good. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, bring it back. So, that left leg right now is my stabilizer. Okay? It's giving me something to resist or to pull off of with that band. We want to keep that leg in parallel. Good, and keep that foot nice and flexed. Good, I'm lengthening my left waistline. Okay, so that top waistline, it gets longer as I reach my bicep over my ear. And then I bring it back on that exhale. Good, 4 more. And back. Good, last 3. And back. Good, last 2. Don't let that left leg go anywhere because it's going to work in a minute. Good. Let's go 1 more because I lost my count. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, fold that elbow in. Now that left hand is going to stay where it's at. My left leg is going to go up and down. Up and down. Nice and simple. I want you to think about the top or the side of your heel, okay? Leading. The side of your heel or that little ankle bone is leading towards the ceiling. My toes are shining forward. Good, so I'm working from the top of the hip. I want you to feel that whole leg move from the top of the hip socket. Good, and that left band is just adding a little extra resistance. It's also helping by giving that leg something to push against. Good, so if you have nothing at all, it's just as aggressive, maybe more so. Good. Hang on right here, guys. Try not to roll back. So as that leg gets tired, you want to keep those hips stacked right on top of each other. Left hip bone is right on top of the right. Good, we're working from there. Good, you've got 4. Last 3. Last 2. Good, on our next one, you're going to hold that leg parallel. Now we're going to point the toe, sweep it forward. You can choke up on that band a little. And then we're going to flex it back. We're going to point the toe and sweep it forward. And then flex the foot and sweep it back. Good. So choke up on that red band if you want a little bit more resistance. Okay, I choked way up on it so I could get a little bit of a grip as I took that leg forward. Good. Excellent. Core is nice and tight, so even though we're on our side, we did not let that core check out. I'm still thinking about that belly button drawing up in between those shoulder blades. Good. Left arm is just holding that band steady, keeping the elbow close to the waist. Flexing it back. Feel that glute engage as you bring that leg back. Good, that leg comes just past the center of the body. Good, you guys, we got 4 more right here. 4. Good, last 3. Make sure you're not collapsing in that right shoulder. We want to stay lifted up out of that right shoulder. Good, last 1. We're not done. Good, now let's take that foot. We're going to point the toe, and we're going to take it to a 45-degree angle. So my knees are now more lined up with one another, but my leg is still lifted. All right, from here, I'm going to draw little circles with that left leg. Little tiny circles. Good, make them small. They're about the size of a tennis ball, nothing bigger than that. Good, pick one direction because we're going to take both. I always go both directions. Good, good, you guys. Moving from the top of the hip. So I want you to think about that femur bone, right? In the top of that hip socket. That's where we're drawing the circle from. All the way up at the top of the leg. Not with our big toe. All right, you got 4 more in this direction. 3, 2. Let's take that circle the other way. Good, we should feel our glutes right now. Our left glute at least. Good. Core is nice and tight, guys. Draw that belly button up and in. Don't let that leg drop. Your ankle should be the same height as your hip. Good. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and bring that leg all the way in, guys. You can give that hip a little hit if you want. We're going to come down onto our back, okay? So we're going to work on a little diagonal sling action. So that's that cross pull through the torso. So we're going to come all the way down. Keep the band around your left foot. Stays right there. That left foot gets a lot of love right now. All right, so you're all the way down on your back. You're going to bring your left knee into tabletop, okay? So my left leg is in tabletop, 90-90 bend, and my right hand is going to hold that red band in an isometric bicep curl, okay? So I've got my arm bent, 90-90 bend, and I'm just holding that band. So now my right arm and my left leg are not going to move. My right leg and my left arm are long. Those 2 limbs are going to move, okay? So they're going to look like this. We're going to exhale, find a little ab curl. My leg and arm and shoulders lift. And then I bring it all the way back down. Exhale, curl it up. Inhale, lengthen it down. All right, so in this position, all right, you want to think about the isometric hold you've got going on if that right arm and that left leg. That's the diagonal sling. My red band is mimicking that in my core. Okay, that's pulling tight as I recruit the right inner thigh and the left shoulder to pull myself up to the belly button. Pull. So I want you to think of a cable wire going from your right inner thigh to your left shoulder. And I'm tightening that cable. And that's how you curl up. Good. Good, you guys. Now when you curl, we've got a little lift in our low back. We don't want to smash the low back into the ground. All right? It's going to naturally start to get closer to the ground. But I want you to think about keeping your chin away from your chest so that you curl with length. I know it's a lot. That's a lot to think about in this move. Good. You've got 4 more. Last 3. We're going to hit the core pretty heavy right now, guys. Last 2. Good. 1 more, and we're going to hold that curl. The tips of my shoulder blades are off the floor. My left bicep is just in front of my left ear. My right leg is going to draw little golf ball circles again, or tennis ball, whatever ball you want to draw. Little circles. Pick one direction because you know we'll go the other way. Good, you're here for 4, 3, we're drawing a circle from the top of the hip. Switch directions. Keep that curl, keep that cable pulled nice and tight right through the center of the core. Good, if your shoulders need to be down, that's fine, okay? If one limb needs to be down on the floor. You're here for 4, 3, last 2. Set that right leg down, set those shoulders down. Now, my left arm is gonna go long by my side. My left leg is gonna lengthen out, okay? So now my left leg is straight and I've got it hovering off the floor. So I've got a lot more tension on that red band. We're gonna do a little twisted curl. So my right shoulder blade is gonna twist off the floor as I reach that red band, and then I'm gonna lower it back. I'm gonna exhale, curl and twist my right shoulder blade off the floor, and bring it all the way back down. Now my left leg, it's straight and it's off the floor and it's just staying like that. Okay, you want to think about your right ribs getting closer to your left inner thigh on that twist. Lift and twist. Good, keep your hips stable. Okay, it's the right ribs that lift. That red band gives a little assistance to that leg to hold it up there. All right, you guys, we got 6 more right here. Exhale, twist and curl. Lots of length. Good, last 5. That right bicep is getting a lot of work too. Good, you've got 4. Good, last 3. You've got 2 more. Exhale, curl and twist. Bring it all the way back, last 1. And bring it all the way back down, guys. Set that leg down. Both feet get the red band now. So you're going to take that right foot and you're going to slip it right in there with the left. Okay, now I've got a tail of the red band in both of my hands. Again, I'm talking about the red band a lot, but if you don't have it, the movement is the same, okay? Now from here, I've got my arms bent in a 90-degree bend, okay? Fists facing the ceiling, elbows bent, okay? From here, I'm going to take those arms up and over the chest. I'm going to bend the elbows back to the floor and unfold the elbow. Good, I'm going to bicep curl. Take the arms up over the chest, bring the elbows down, unfold the elbow. You can choke up on that band if you're getting too much relaxing with that unfold. It's a bicep curl to a chest press, basically is what is happening here. Okay, the feet are holding the red band. Okay, and we've got a really neutral spine. So as you lay here doing this arm work, right, it's not complicated. I want you to think about your spine. Okay, because this is the way we're going to keep that core active the entire time, all the way around the body. Your tailbone is nice and heavy. Okay? That low back has a tiny little lift so that there's space to slip your fingertips under there. Okay, ribs are closed like a corset, and we're pulling that belly button up and in between that corset. Good. Bicep curl, arms up and over the chest. Let's go 4 more here because we're going to start to layer on. Good. Last 3. Arms should be shaky with that red band at this point as you bring those arms up and as you fold the elbows back down. Good. Last 2. Last 1, we're going to hold the red band up and over the chest. Okay, so lots of tension here. Keep that spine nice and straight. We're going to take ab curls here. So we're going to exhale. Curl the shoulder blades off the floor. Inhale, take it back down. Exhale, curl with length. All right, so you've got that red band. We're holding those arms long over the chest. So we've got lots of tension right there. I want you to think about how much length can you keep on the front of your body as you curl up. So the space between your belly button and your pubic bone, how long Can you keep that space as you curl? It's not a crunch. Okay, we got 4 more here, and then we're gonna go for a full roll up. Last 3. Again, if the red band is driving you nuts, just get rid of it. Last 2. Arms are gonna feel tired tomorrow. Good, last 1, curl. All right, we're bringing it all the way down. Now on your next one, arms stay long. We're gonna exhale. Keep the legs down as we curl all the way up. Reach that red band forward. Good, inhale as you lengthen all the way back down. Arms stay up. Exhale, nod the chin, curl, lift all the way on to the tips of your sitting bones. You want to get a nice flat low back, okay? And then you're going to inhale as you roll it back down with control. Good, so full roll-ups here, all the way up. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lengthen it all the way down. 3 more, just like this. Good, lift it up. Good, last 2, because we're going to be coming into a hold. Good, feel that articulation through the spine. I know those arms, working with that red band, they're tired, right? Exhale, round it up, lift onto the tips of the sitting bones. Now from here, we're going to bend the elbows in, or that feels good, right? Now we're going to roll halfway down. So the tailbone's going to scoop, the low back, and we're gonna hold it right there. My arms are gonna go out on a diagonal as I twist to the left. I bend my elbows back through center, and then I twist to the right. I'm twisting towards the lower arm. Okay, so the arm that's the lowest is the direction you're twisting. Keep those legs down. If the knees need to bend, that's okay. Bend your knees a little. Good. We're twisting from the waist. Exhale back to center. Think about that belly button right at the middle of your body. Think about a zipper. Zipping up those inner thighs all the way up through the belly button, out the crown of the head. Lots of leg. Good, you guys. Let's go 4 more. Exhale back through center. Last 3. You got it. Don't let it go. Last 2. Keep reaching that red band out there. Last 1. And bring it back through center and roll it all the way down, you guys. So strong. All right. Right foot takes the red band. Oh, wait. I lied. Hands take the red band. I almost forgot. Okay. Your hands, you stay on your back. You're going to take that red band right between your palms. So wrap the red band around your palms 1 or 2 times, okay? I've got lots of tension, and I've got tails, big tails hanging down. My feet are going to be bent, okay? My feet are flat, my knees are bent. Arms are up over the chest with lots of tension on the red band. From here, we're going to ab curl again. We're going to exhale as the red band reaches for our knees, and then we're going to inhale as we lengthen back down. Exhale, curl. Try to tap the knees with your red band and bring it back. If you've got the weights, you're just reaching for your knees. Lots of length again on that front body. So as you curl up, think about chin away from the chest. Shoulders are open. Okay, and I'm trying to separate that red band as I lift. So I'm activating my right and left waistline. Exhale, curl. 4 more like this. Exhale. Inhale as you release. Last 3. Good, you guys. You got 2 more. Keep those feet flat on the floor. Good. Last 1. On your next one, you're going to hold it in that start position. I'm going to bring my left leg into tabletop, okay? So my left shin is parallel to the floor, knee over my hip. Same movement. Exhale, curl, reach for the knee. Inhale, lengthen it back out. Exhale, curl. Remember that low back. Okay, that low back is not mashing into the ground. We've got a little space right there. And we're trying to maintain that space as we curl. Okay, so in other words, try to keep the length on the spine. Good, you guys, let's go 4 more. Last 3. We're gonna go switching legs. Last 2. All right, you guys, last one on this left leg. Inhale it back down, set your left foot down. Let's take the right leg into tabletop, same movement. Exhale, curl. Inhale, release. Exhale, curl. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Keep trying to separate that red band. Okay, we're going to be playing more with that red band. There's a lot of ab work here today. Good, you guys. Let's go 4 more. Good, you guys. Last 3. Keep those ribs closed. Last 2. All right, you guys, one more curl on this right leg. Good, now on your next one, you're gonna take both legs into tabletop. We're gonna do that same curl one more time. Exhale, curl it up, reach for the knees. Inhale out. Remember, these are our layers. Okay, so if a layer is not working for you, you stay at the one below, okay? It's just gonna get a little tougher from this point on for this sequence, okay? We're gonna keep changing it up. You've got 4 more. 4. Good, you guys. Last 3. We're gonna be pulling into a teaser. In 2. Good, you guys. Last 1. Now on your next one, we're going to be curling all the way up, but our legs are going to go long. So keeping the legs in tabletop, you're going to exhale as you round and curl, pull on that red band, lengthen those legs out, and then slowly release it back down to start. Legs are glued together now, okay? So let's glue those inner thighs, reach and curl and lift, yes, and then slowly lengthen it back down. Good, you guys, excellent. Pull on that red band as you pull up into teaser. Good, excellent, you guys. If one leg needs to go and the other stays bent, that's fine. Okay, alternate that leg then. Good, let's go 2 more like this. Good, on our next one, guys, we're going to be holding teaser. We're going to be holding it. Exhale, bring it up, hold, pulse out on that red band. Open that red band. Yes, that's it. Pull that belly button up and in. If your knees need to be bent, go ahead and bend them. That is fine. They can be here. Good, you're here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly release that. We're going to come back into it 2 more times, okay? One more time. Think about that inhale now. Exhale. Curl it up. Hold. Swivel your legs into first position. So heels together, toes turned out. We're going to crisscross our legs. Little crisscross. Yes. Good. Over and under, over and under, over and under. Inner thighs lead the way. Okay, you're here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Glue those heels together, swivel back to parallel, lengthen it down, guys. 1 more time. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, curl it up, hold, swivel, first position, 1 more time. Now we're gonna bend the knees, open the band, and take it out. Bend the knees, little froggy pull. Okay, so I'm pulling that teaser together. Bringing the two parts of my body closer together. Good, you're here for 6. You got it, guys. Woo. Last 5. Lots of core. Good, you got 4. Last 3. Don't let it go. You got this. Last 2. And 1 more. And slowly roll it back down. You guys, hug those knees into your chest. Give them a little hug. If you need to rock that spine side to side, go ahead and do that. Okay, now my right foot is going to take the band. Okay, right foot has the red band. Left hand has the tails. Okay, now we're going to bring that left leg long. Right arm is long overhead. And now I'm going to bring that right leg into tabletop. And my left arm is going to hold that bicep curl. All right, so make sure you got some nice tension on that band so that that bicep has to work. Okay, holding that right knee over the hip. That does not change position. My right arm and my left leg curl and back down. Lengthen and lift. So as we curl, I know that sounds weird, right? As we want to lengthen and lift, what I mean by that is you want to reach your fingers away from those toes as you lift up. Okay, so that we're not crunching the front body, but we're lengthening the front body. That way our low back stays nice and long. Good, ribs stay closed. And we really work those deep abdominals this way, not just that 6-pack, okay, but all the way deep into that core. That psoas, the multifidus, the whole thing. Good. Nice, you guys. You got 6 more right here. We got that hold. We're going to draw those little circles in 5. Good. Last 4. 3. Good. You got 2. On your next one, it's a hold. Draw those little tennis ball circles from the top of the left hip. Pick one direction and go for it. You're here for 4, 3, 2, switch directions. Draw your circle the other way from the top of the hip. Don't let your right knee move. Keep it over your hip. For 4, 3, 2, and set it all the way down. All right. Now, right arm is going to come long by the side. It's flat on the floor. My right leg is going to lengthen out. My foot is flexed. I'm going to hold that lifted position with my right leg. I'm going to find that little twist now. So my exhale is going to take my left shoulder blade off the floor as I reach my left hand across the body. And then I fold it back down to that isometric bicep hold. Exhale, curl the left shoulder blade. Right shoulder blade stays down. And then we come back. So my left ribs, they're reaching for my right inner thigh. That's the connection I'm trying to find. Left ribs, right inner thigh. Don't let that right leg move as you twist. Good, you guys. I know it seems like a lot. We're spending a lot of time on the floor. I have a whole standing piece if we get to it. I don't know where. We'll see. You may not get to it. All right. You're here for 4 more. Twist. Good. Bring it down. Good. Last 3. And down. Good. Last 2. So strong, you guys. Last one. And bring it all the way down. All right. That right foot is going to keep the band. We're going to do that sideline work. So I'm going to flip around. You roll onto your left side, but I'm going to flip around so you guys keep seeing my face and not my back. All right. Left forearm down on the floor. My left elbow is underneath my left shoulder. Hold that alignment. That alignment is so important for the health of the shoulder girdle, okay? And that shoulder. Now, both legs are nice and long, so I get those hips nice and stacked. Once my hips are stacked, you're going to bend that bottom knee forward. My right foot is flexed, and I've got a little bicep hold with my right arm. That right leg is gonna stay that way. As I inhale, that right arm up and overhead. Exhale, bring it back to start. Inhale, lengthen out of that right waistline. Good, and then bring it back. Don't let your right leg lift. Keep that right leg at hip height. Up and over. Good, so that's your stabilizer now. The core is working really hard to stabilize through that leg and hold the pelvis quiet as you reach with that resistance. That's a lot of resistance on that leg. Good, you guys. Let's go for 4 more reaches overhead. Keep that leg in parallel so all 5 toes are shining forward. Good. Last 3. Good. Inhale. Last 2. Good. You've got 1 more. Inhale. Up and over. Exhale. Back. Now that right arm is going to hold that isometric bicep again. My right leg is going to go up and down. Little lift, little lower. And these seem so simple, right? They look so easy, but they're killer at the top of the hip. So I want you to focus on that movement driving from the top of the hip. You should feel the top of your glute as you hit that range of motion. I'm lifting that leg no more than 3 or 4 inches up, okay? Because I don't want to shorten my waistline. I want to keep lots of length right there. Draw that belly button up and in. Good, you guys. Hang on. We got 6. We're going to go for that sweep next. You've got 5. Good. Last 4. 3. Good. Last 2. On your next one, you're going to hold that ankle, same height as the hip. We're going to point the toe, sweep it forward, choke up on that band, and then flex the foot, bring it back. Sweep it forward, choke up on that band, so make sure you've got lots of resistance to work with there. Sweep and flex it back. As you bring that leg back, it's not stopping right at the middle of your body. I want you to go a little bit behind the middle, behind center. That way we activate the glute. Okay, and then we bring that psoas muscle into play right at the base of the core. And then as we sweep it back, we engage the back line of the body, that posterior chain. That's what we're working here. Good. And now we work the back. Good. Last 6. Good. You've got 5. Good. 4. Make sure that left elbow is still under your shoulder and you're not collapsing in that shoulder. Good. 2 more. We got to draw those little circles. That's coming up. All right, you guys. On the next one, we're going to point that toe. We're going to sweep it to a 45-degree angle off the body. So now my knees are closer to being lined up. Okay, ankle is still same height as the hip. And now we're going to draw little golf ball circles. We're drawing them with the top of our hip bone. We're not drawing it with our big toe. We're drawing it with the top of our hip. So imagine you're playing Pictionary right now and you got to draw a circle with the top of your hip. How's that going to look like? Don't let those hips roll back. Don't let them change position. You're here for 6. Good. 5, 4. The side gets tired faster. Last 3 because it was stabilizing before. Last 1. Take your circle the other way. Other direction. Good. It's always the second side that gets it the worst. Good, you guys. Good. Hang on. You've got it. Top of the hip. I don't care if it's a circle. It could be a triangle for all I care. Keep the movement coming from your hip. For 6, 5, 4, 3. That 4-point heel's coming up. Last 2. And fold it all the way in. If you need to give it a little hit, give it a little hit. Come onto your knees, okay? Right foot still has the band, okay? We're circling around if you haven't figured it out already. That band, okay? Now both tails, so they're going to come to my left hand. So right foot, left hand has the band, all right? 4-point heel position, all right? And get those wrists right underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. From here, let's turn those toes under, okay? So that red band doesn't slip away from us. My left arm is gonna start. So I'm gonna bend my left elbow. My left hand is off the floor. I'm gonna inhale as I lengthen out that red band. Exhale as I resist it back. Inhale, lengthen from that belly button. Exhale, bring it back. So remember that diagonal sling I talked about. We have worked it a ton today. Your right inner thigh, your right hip is connected to that left shoulder. Okay, so I want you to think about that long reach happening all the way from your hip. Good. Inhale, take that arm out. Exhale, resist it back. Good. Inhale. Exhale back. Let's go for 4. You should feel your right waistline a ton. Good. Last 3. That leg is going to go next. Good. You've got 2. Good. Last 1. On the next one, set your left hand on the floor. Hold that red band steady. Okay, my palm is pressing on that band. Now my right foot, we're going to inhale, hover that knee, and send that right heel all the way out, and fold the knee back under the body. Inhale, lengthen that red band away. Exhale, fold it back. Now as I bring my knee back, it's not coming to my chest. It's stopping right under my hip, lining up with my left knee. It comes right back to where it started. Inhale, lengthen it out. Exhale, fold it back. Shoulders and hips are square to the floor. Try not to twist here. That's the core. That's the job of your core, stabilizing this whole movement. Good, you guys. You got 4 more here. Both arm and leg are going to go next. Last 3. That glute contracts at the top of the lift. Last 2. Keep that low back nice and flat. That's going to help by drawing the belly button up and in. Good, you guys. On the next one, set that right knee down. Okay, so we readjust, get that alignment back. My left elbow is going to bend. Okay, now both arm and leg go together. It's an inhale, reach. Exhale, fold it back. Keep that flat back. Keep your eyes on the floor. Good. Inhale, lengthen and reach. How much length can you find on the front of your body? Inhale. Exhale, bring it back. You got it, guys. We're so close. You got 8 minutes left of class. Good. You're here for 6. Last 5. Good. You got 4. Last 3. Woo. Last 2. Hang on. Next one's going to hold. Inhale, lengthen and hold. From here, we pulse up. Up. It's very small. Okay, I want you to think about more length than lift. Think about length first. How far can you reach that red band away from each other? Good. You got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and fold it all the way back in, you guys. Woo-hoo. All right, we're going to bring that core. This got it today, okay? That red band's going to come on the floor again. We're going to kneel on it. Okay, so one tail is down. Both knees come onto that side of the red band. Okay, so we're going to start with that overhead, that side bend. Okay, so I've got lots of tension on my right side and a big long tail hanging off there. My right arm is bent, 90-90 bend. Left hand on the hip, right away. Don't grip the booty, relax the booty. Think about the inner thighs leading up and into that belly button, okay? Inhale, inhale up and overhead. Reach that bicep just in front of the ear. Exhale, bring it back. Good. Inhale, up and over, lots of length on that waistline, both sides, maintain length. It is not a crunch on the left side body. I want you to think about how much space can you leave there. Good, as you reach it up and over. Inhale, lengthen and curl. that waistline. We whittled the waistline today. Yes, we did. Good. You guys, 4 more here. Inhale, up and over. Good, last 3. We're gonna go for those torso rotations next. Good, last 2. I'm gonna save all the lunge work for next time. Good, last 1. Good, on your next one, guys, arms come out to a T. Okay, palms facing down. Lots of tension on that red band. We're gonna inhale as we rotate to the left. My hips don't move. Exhale back to center. Shoulders are not hiking up. Wrap your shoulder blades around your ribs. Think about your shoulder blades hugging your ribs. Keep them that way. Okay, as you spiral, we spiral from the waist. My hips stay completely quiet. Exhale back to start. And this range of motion is really different for everyone. And over time, it really changes. I can remember when I first started doing Pilates, this rotation didn't happen, not without my hips moving. Now, just with doing it, the spine becomes more flexible. It becomes more used to the movement. Good, 4 more here. That right shoulder's tired from holding up that red band. Exhale back to start, last 3. Exhale back. Good, last 2. Inhale, twist. And last one, you guys, last rotation. Exhale back to center. Now, my left hand is gonna grab that red band. Find some nice tension there. Left fist is facing my right thigh. Okay, right hand to the hip. We're gonna bend that left elbow up and unfold that arm up and out. Bend the elbow in and take it down. Good, elbow drives up. Elbow becomes the height of my, or just under my shoulder, and then I unfold from there. Okay, so now my torso is not invited to twist. My pelvis is quiet. That's all the stability of my core. So as you work here, I want you to think less about what the arm is doing and more about what the core is doing. Okay, is that belly button drawn up and in? Can we think about our inner thighs pulling up and into that belly button? Find that lift by recruiting the pelvic floor. Good, you guys. So strong. We got 6. Good. Last 5. Excellent, you guys. Good. Last 4. Good. You've got 3. Last 2. Good. Think about that core. Draw it up and in. This is your last one. Inhale. Exhale. Open that arm up. Fold it back in. And all the way down, guys. So good. All right. Last thing before we hit the floor for a couple stretches. That red band is going to come, you know what? Not underneath the feet. I changed my mind. Between your palms. Okay. This is your last thing. This should feel good. Okay. Your feet are going to come nice and wide. Toes turned out. So my feet are more than shoulder width apart. Okay, so they're really wide. My toes are angled out at a 45-degree angle because we're going to plie. Got lots of tension on my red band. It is wrapped around my hands. If you've got weights, that's just fine. From here, palms are facing my thigh. We're going to exhale as we bend those knees. Arms float up and overhead. Inhale, rise up. Good. Exhale, bend those knees. Inhale, rise up. Good, so I love a nice long plie sequence, but we don't have tons of time for this today. This is a tidbit of the standing work that I will save. And we won't do the red band next time, so I'll save it for another class. But we've got 4 more here. Keep that torso upright, okay? Last 3, don't let your torso tilt forward. Those arms, the biceps stop in front of the ears, so we never take those arms behind the head. We want to keep those ribs closed. That core is engaged. Last 2. All right, you guys. On the next one, we're going to hold that plie nice and low. Hold it here. From here, we're going to pulse out on that red band. Just a little extra opening on that band. Good, you got it. Now I want you to think about this pulse, not coming from the shoulder, but coming from your waistline. Okay, so tighten up that belly button, engage that core, and feel your right and left waistline open up that band for 6. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. On your next one, hold that red band open. We're going to inhale as we side bend to the left. Exhale back to center. Inhale, side bend to the right. Exhale back to center. Good. Keeping the pelvis quiet. Remembering we're working for length, not a crunch. Good. We got 4 more. Good. Inhale up and over. Exhale back to start. Last 3. Good, you guys. I know you're ready to leave me. Almost there. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Hold your next one at center 2 times. We're going to go around the world. So we're going to side bend to the right. Roll it through center. Keep the hips quiet. All the way up to the left and back up. Good. Exhale. Up and over to the left. Round and roll it through center. All the way up through center. And bring those legs all the way up, guys. So good. You're all done. Come down to the floor. We're going to do a quick stretch with this red band. Now, if you don't have the red band, I'll walk you through what to do. Lie all the way down on your back. Okay, all the way down. That band is going to come around the sole of your left foot. Okay, we're going to lengthen that foot up and over the hip. So nice long length. My foot is flexed. I'm going to grab that red band with my left hand, both tails. Lots of tension. From here, we're going to lengthen that leg down and circle it up and around. Okay, so we're doing leg circles on that left leg, opening up the hip. So I want you to glue your tricep to the floor. That's your stabilizer right there. And you're circling that leg out and around. Now, if you don't have a red band for these leg circles, you can either just draw that knee in and send it out, in and out, or you can try for that circle, just watch the hips. Okay, you just don't want those hips to roll over. All right, so I'm going to do the rest without the red band just so we can get through it. Good, let's switch directions with that circle. So this time, we're going to go down and around and bring it back. So you're just switching your direction. Drawing it the other way for 4. Good, last 3. Last 2. Opening up that hip. On your next one, you're going to hold that leg back up over the hip, and with that red band, you're going to take that left leg out to the side, opening up your inner thigh. Okay, try using that red band to draw those toes closer to your ear. All right, keep your right hip down. Keep it down. Now, if you don't have the band and this is too much, just take yourself into a figure 4 stretch. Okay, you can draw that leg in like so. Good, you've got 4, last 3, last 2. Good, bring that leg all the way back to center, bring it in, switch legs. Right leg or right foot gets the band. Same exact thing, left leg is long or your knee is bent, your choice. And you're gonna glue that tricep down as you circle that leg out and around. Opening up the hip, so we're lubricating that hip socket. Good, taking it one direction for 4. Last 3. Last 2. Good, going the other way with that leg circle, all the way around. Good, holding it here for 4. Try to get as big of a circle as you can without those hips moving too much. 3, 2. Good, you guys. On the next one, tighten up on that band and take that right leg out to the side, opening up that inner thigh. Toes pull towards your ear. If you don't have your band, you're in a figure 4 stretch. Okay, so you've got your right ankle across the thigh, and you're drawing that left thigh into your chest, stretching out that glute. You're here for 4. Last 3, 2, Bring it all the way back to center, guys. Take that band off, hug both knees into your chest, give them a nice little hug, rock your spine side to side. All right, guys, awesome job today. I know that red band can be intense, so if you had it throughout all of class, arms are gonna feel it tomorrow, but we worked that core an awful lot today, so nice work. Again, if you have comments for me, you leave them below the video. I am always there to answer any questions you have. If you want to find me on social media, I'm Jess P Fit, the same as I am on YouTube, so I'm real easy to find. I love hearing from you, and I'll see you next time.